to be about professional readings. I know that not everybody wants to do professional readings. It's not everybody's cup of tea or purpose. If you want to do professional readings, you can do so. And professional readings just means that you start to charge money for the services that you do. And what you can do is you can arrange this in a various different ways. But in essence, the whole point is it's a transaction. You offer your services in exchange for money, and because somebody's paying, it starts to create a different dynamic about things. We do a lot of readings for people up front, which is more on an energy exchange where we get practice and they get a reading. So and then we get feedback. So they actually pay for the reading by giving feedback to us. That happens quite a bit. Once you stop needing feedback so much, then you can actually start charging for your services, and from that point on, then you don't really get the feedback so much, but you do get paid for what you do. There's two ways you can go about this. One way is that you can go through a third party. You can go through Esoteric Shop or some kind of place that do offer readings in general and have different readers that are available. You can be one of those readers. I've done that, and you can also have people that contact you for readings in your own capacity, which I've also done. The two ways that you can do it, so you can either be linked to some business that then books on your behalf, or you can book on your own. Okay, so this is also very much a service-orientated business, and also this is something that requires a lot of very personal touches and requires a lot of trust. One of the things that I would like to remind you of is that it's very good to have a non-disclosure kind of policy. I do, in very broad terms, mention some readings and so on that I've had, but I never mention any person's name. I'd never mention any specifics about them, so that you can relate something back to someone or connect to them in any specific way, manner, or means. I will never do that, and in no way you'll be able to say, oh, you are that person that Rian talked about, and that had this and this and it happened in a reading. So I never mention any names. I never try and get that. Sometimes for the purposes of education, I do tell people about certain experiences, but I never disclose any personal information. Also, I never try and really talk about anything outside of the readings so much. And generally I don't. So it's all about really having the trust that people have, that they know that they can trust you. They don't have to then have any link back to their own lives, where whatever they say to you, whatever you pick up for them, is going to then come back in their lives in any way. And that's very much like with psychologists and so on as well. With readers, we don't have that professional institutions that protect us and the clients. So this is more of a case of having these kind of things set up for yourself and understanding it for yourself. Of course, being at a service-orientated business, it's all about what you offer and what people want. Sometimes what you offer is not really what's popular, so just understand that. And then it's also about if you offer a service that somebody is paying for, that you have a certain standard of what you're offering to them will also be very apparent. We're going to go through that as well. So we're going to go through the next things now in future. And then I'm just going to quickly talk about doing readings on your own and doing it through a third party. Through a third party, the bookings are sometimes not really as you would do it. One of the things that I found was a lot of the bookings were last minute, and it was a bit difficult to schedule. So you wouldn't be in control of your schedule then, and you would have to allocate time, and you wouldn't necessarily book up everything. So that makes it really difficult. When you have your own scheduling, you can actually fix your schedule 2 days in advance, so you can grey it out for short term, so that people can't just book the day beforehand, so that you can really plan your time and plan your days according to what your schedule is, and you can fix your schedule so you can really make your own rules, make your own arrangements, and really do things in a way where you see fit. So that's very possible, and there's a big difference between the two. So in the one, you don't have a lot of control of how it happens, and if you do it on your own, you do have a lot of control in how it happens. The nice part, if you do it through a third party, is that you have a much wider range of people that have access to you, whereas when you do it on your own, you have to create your own circle of influence, and then that's where you can then feed your business from. So it's nice if you start off and you do through someone else and learn a bunch of lessons and see how things work, so that you don't have that learning curve. But one of the better ideas is to really go on your own in the end.